What's up, metalheads? It's time for episode 20 of the Metal Inquisition. 20 episodes. Of course, this one is almost 2 months in the making. And I've slowed up quite a bit. But anyway, we're going to jump on and really make up for lost time. This week is pretty much purely death metal. Okay? And for the most part, it's death metal with that Swedish sound. Now, it does not necessarily mean they came from Sweden, but we're really going to reflect and look at a lot of bands that play that Swedish sound. Now, that doesn't reflect every single band that's on this list where I'm going to play it today, but quite a few of them have that crunch and that thing that's so dear to my heart. So, anyway, let's get started and be ready to bang your motherfucking head. Check it out. The first band you get to listen to today is a band called WITCHBREED out of Portugal. They're a progressive Gothic metal band. Don't let that frighten you, because I really think that the Gothic label that is used in Metal Archives, I don't know how accurate that is, but it's got a lot of punch, and I love the vocals. Vocalist Roque was also the female vocalist on a couple Project Hate CDs. In 2011, 2012, she was on Bleeding the New Apocalypse in 2011 and the Cadaverous Retaliation Agenda in 2012. If you've never listened to Project Hate, it's a different sort of animal. Great stuff. The last 3 CDs were released by the band themselves, and they're damn near impossible to get a hold of without paying a lot of money. It's great stuff. Now, they've released one full-length album, which is the song I'm going to play you from today. That full-length album is called Heretic, Rapture. That's what this looks like. They have 2 EPs that came out, I believe, in 2011 and 2014. That's the last thing they've recorded, but they're still active. Ruby is on Facebook, and WITCHBREED has a Facebook page. But let's get to the music and check this out. So this song is called Rebel Blood from the 2009 release, Heretic, Rapture. Check out WITCHBREED. Here you go.
Blood is embedded in the rain. So
So that was WITCHBREED with Rebel Blood off 2009's Heretic Rapture. Like I said before that, they have a Facebook page. So right now, you're looking at the page. If you liked what you heard, please go on there, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and even send the band a message and let them know that you saw them on the Metal Inquisition. Really great stuff. And Ruby, if you watch this, I appreciate the time you spent chatting with me on Facebook for a brief minute or two. And really awesome stuff. Really enjoy it. So up next, we're going to get to the meat of the death metal now. There's a band called Cold Existence. Now, this is the album Sombre Gates from 2009. Again, same year as the WITCHBREED. It's melodic death metal out of Sweden. Cold Existence also had a couple other releases. This is their EP, Beyond Comprehension. And then this is their first, actually this may be a more recent release, The Essence. But they've had 3 releases thus far. But this one right here is the one that I picked a song for you to listen to today. And it's really, really great stuff. So sit back and enjoy this track. This is called Madness from the 2009 album Sombre Gates, or Sombre, I don't know what it is, but anyway, Sombre Gates. Check it out. Here's the Cold Existence.
More and more
So that was the Cold Existence. Awesome, awesome melodic death metal from Sweden. Don't even need to say it. You say melodic death metal in Sweden, you ought to just immediately go out and buy it or download it. For, you know, pay for it, of course. But just really great stuff. They have a Facebook page. You're looking at it right now. Again, like, share, send a message to the band. Let them know that you heard their stuff. Let them know you like it. Send some love to the guys and girls in these bands so that they know that you've listened to the stuff. Up next, and shift my notes down here. Up next is a band. It's actually an industrial death metal band from France called Hypnosis. Now, I actually had one Hypnosis title in my collection for a long time and never listened to it. And as I was going through the collection and organizing things, at one point I noticed this CD and I listened to it. I liked it, okay. And I checked out Metal Archives, and of course there were 4 other CDs. So through the course of time, I've kind of collected the entire collection of Hypnosis. So there's Shadow World, there's Humanoid, there's Cyberdeath, there is Seeds of Hate, or Seeds of Fate, pardon me. And then there is the newest one, the Synthetic Light of Hope, and this is from 2009. I've always been a fan of industrial music to an extent, and I like it when they kind of mix the two together. You get some bands that do that death metal style, but they kind of have that industrial element in it. I always thought that was kind of a cool mix, and this is nothing different. So this is Hypnosis. This song is called Altered Reality, and it's from the 2008 album Seeds of Fate, and it's a killer song. So check this out. Here is Hypnosis with Altered Reality from the 2008 album Seeds of Fate. Check them out. So that was Hypnosis with Altered Reality from the 2008 release, Seeds of Fate, industrial death metal from France. France doesn't get a lot of love. We don't. I haven't really played a lot of bands from France, but the bands that I do own that are from France are kick-ass. So, you know, sometimes it's about quality and not quantity, and that's definitely the case here because Hypnosis is a great band. So I'm not 100% sure. So if they have a Facebook page, not looking at my ugly mug, like I've said numerous times before. If you're looking at their Facebook page, please go to that page, like it, send them a message saying, hey guys, awesome stuff. I heard you on the Metal Inquisition, and then share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Anyway, Hypnosis, great band, 5 CDs, awesome shit. Up next is a band, this is one of the many 2017 releases, and I'm here to tell you there's a lot of releases that are on this episode from 2017 that are must-haves. Whether you're a download person where you go and you pay for the download and you get it from MP3, but you purchase it, or if you want to buy physical product. A lot of these that are on here are must-haves. First one in here is Lifeless. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, their 2 other albums are en route to me. I don't have them available to show you the artwork, but they have 2 other albums besides this one. This is their brand new release called The Occult Mastery from FDA Records. And it is one of the first bands that I'm going to play today that has that early Sunlight Studio style Swedish death metal sound. But these guys are from Germany. So here is Lifeless with the song Insanity Reigns from 2017's release, The Occult Mastery. Check this out. I don't know about you. I love that sound. I love that guitar tone. You could, 15 billion bands could record with that sound, and I would love every single one of them. But that album was really great. But that song to me was the song that just rang out to me. That's going to grab people, and they're going to love it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that song, Lifeless, death metal from Germany. If they have a Facebook page, you're looking at it right now. Otherwise, you're seeing me doing some nasty gesture to you on the screen, which hopefully you're not seeing that. But please go on there, like the band, send them a message, share the band, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I repeat myself, but I don't give a shit. We got to share this stuff and get it out there to people because it's really good stuff. Lifeless, death metal from Germany, old school style, Sunlight Studios, death metal, just great stuff. Up next is a band called Putrified, death metal from Sweden. Hey, and I wonder what that sounds like. Oh, probably Sunlight Studio style death metal. Well, you may not like it. I do. My show. You want to do a show? Make your own. Anyway, this is their newest release. This is from 2013. It's an EP called Sacrilegious Purification. The band has a couple other actually demos, but they've released them on CD. This one is called The Kingdom of the Dead, Neurotic Necrotic. This is The Kingdom of the Dead across here. I think there's a couple different demos that are on this one. And then this is Spawn of the Dead. I think this was their very first demo that was released onto CD. But this is the latest EP. And the song I'm going to play you today is called Sacrificial Death Salvation. Just makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? So anyway, check out this and hope it melts your brain. This is Sacrificial Death Salvation from the 2013 EP Sacrilegious Purification by Putrified. Check it out. So that was Putrified with the song Sacrificial Death Salvation from 2013's EP release, Sacrilegious Purification on Hellthrasher Productions. Most of these albums are on smaller, minute labels. Some are bigger, FDA records, and you're going to see quite a few from Pulverized Records as well. But most of them are more underground. It's going to take a little bit of searching, but definitely worth it. Again, Facebook page. They have it. You're looking at it. You know what to do. Do it. But check out Putrified, death metal from Sweden. Awesome, awesome stuff. Up next is a band from Chile. I don't know that I've ever had any bands on Metal Inquisition that are from Chile. I'm not even sure if I have very many bands in my collection from the country Chile. But for starters, the name of the band is Soul Rot. Fucking killer name. Love it. And if you look at the logo, it's kind of got that Entombed style look, and everything. And it again has that Swedish Sunlight Studio style crunch. And again, this is a 2017 release. This is their only release thus far other than demos. So it's brand new. You got to check it out. The song we're going to listen to today is called Majestic Rot. So this is Majestic Rot off 2017's album Nameless Hideous Manifestations by Soul Rot from Chile. Check them out. So that was Majestic Rot from the band Soul Rot on their 2017 release, Nameless Hideous Manifestations, on the Memento Mori Records label. Again, great death metal out of Chile. Awesome sound. Again, they've nailed that Swedish crunch. Again, love it. Again, Facebook page. If you see it, go to it, like it. If you'd like it, that is. Share it. Send the band a message. Please let them know that they got played on the Metal Inquisition. I do my best to tag people in the bands and send it to their pages, but please let them know that I played them on the Metal Inquisition and I've showed them some love. Soul Rot, death metal from Chile, definitely worth checking out. So up next is a band from Italy, another country that hardly ever gets any love. I can think of maybe 1 or 2 bands in my collection that I have from Italy, probably more if I really dug deep. But this band is called Blood of Seclusion. And again, it's a 2017 release. This one's on FDA Records. Again, I believe this is their first full-length record. They may have had some demos and all that. But death metal, and again, has that kind of that Swedish crunch. Most of these bands will. And there is some American style thrown in on some of them. But again, great stuff. The track I'm going to play today by them is Theater of Madness. So here is Theater of Madness from 2017's release, Servants of Chaos. Here is Blood of Seclusion from Italy. Check them out.
What
So that was Blood of Seclusion with the song Theater of Madness from this year's release, Servants of Chaos on FDA Records. So please check that band out. Like I said, really good stuff. Brand new band, as in for your first album. Definitely check out their Facebook page. If you're looking at it, go to it, hit like, send a message, say, saw you in Metal Inquisition, I think you're awesome. Share it with your friends. Great stuff. Blood of Seclusion, death metal from Italy. Awesome stuff. So up next is a band from the Netherlands. Now, we get a lot of bands, and I've played a lot of bands from the Netherlands. I've got Facebook friends from a lot of different bands from the Netherlands. Some of my favorite bands in the world are from the Netherlands. Embryonic, Alter, to name a few. But this band is called Entrapment. Now, Entrapment has, I have 3 of them. I believe there's a compilation. This is the first album called The Obscurity Within. And they have an album called Lamentations of the Flesh. And then this is the newest album, Through Realms Unseen. This is on Pulverized Records, and this is from 2016. So it's not completely new, but it's within a year. And this is the album I'm going to play for you, a song from. And so here's the song. It's called Ruination. It's from 2016's release, Through Realms Unseen. Here is Entrapment from the Netherlands. Check this shit out. So that was Entrapment with the song Ruination from 2016's release, Through Realms Unseen. A couple little side notes. It's actually like a one-man band. created from the mind of Michel Jonker. I don't know if it's Michael or Michel Jonker. He's a drummer of the death metal band Massive Assault, if you've ever heard Massive Assault. And they have a new album coming out. Actually, it's released on vinyl now. CD comes out in September. And I should specify he played drums on the 2009 release, Dystopian Prophecies. If you've never heard Massive Assault, definitely a band you need to check out as well. Really killer stuff. He has live members that feature people that were in Massive Assault or are in Massive Assault, as well as another band, Catafalque, which is a death thrash band from the Netherlands as well. So again, it all kind of comes together and ties together, but the fact it's just this one-man band, he does all the instruments on the album. He just has a live band play with him when he goes out and plays out in shows and gigs and all that. So again, Entrapment, check, see if they have a Facebook page. If they do, you're looking at a picture of the page right now. Hit the like button. Send him a message. Tell him, hey, saw you in the Metal Inquisition. I love your stuff. Awesome. Say and share it with other people. Share it in the Facebook groups that you're on. Go out, make the purchase, buy the MP3s, buy the album. Support metal. Anyway, Entrapment, Netherlands, death metal. Gotta have it. Up next is another band. This is their only album, Inculter. There is a split that they have, and they have a split with another Norwegian band that I got recently called Reptilian, but I didn't put them on this. I didn't have enough time or room. But they have a split with a band called Reptilian, which is more a death metal band. But these guys are kind of a black and thrash. This is the only thrash that's on this episode, but it's, like I said, it's more black and thrash. But the song I'm going to play you today is called Mist of the Night, from the 2015 release, Persisting Devolution. Here's Inculter from Norway. Check them out. So that was Norwegian black thrash band Inculter with the song Mist of the Night from 2015's album Persisting Devolution on Edged Circle production. And it actually, I told you they did a split with Reptilian. It actually features most of the members of that band, which is a Norwegian death metal band, Reptilian. So again, there's another band to check out. If they have a Facebook page, you are looking at a picture of it right now. Go to that page if you like that song. Hit the like button. Please share it. Please talk about it. Please send the band a message saying I love your stuff. Let them know. Give them some love. Anyway, Inculter, Black and Thrash from Norway. Up next is probably one of the few that are on this episode that have got the who's who of the death metal scene over in Sweden and Netherlands right now. And that band is called Minotaur Head. Minotaur Head, this is their first release, 2016. And we'll play you the song first, and when we come back, we will talk to you about who's in the band. All right? Sound fair? Awesome. So the song we're going to listen to today is called Only Lands for the Slaughter from the 2016 self-titled album, Minotaur Head. Here is, of course, Minotaur Head. Check them out.
These are the lands for the slaughter.
So that was Minotaur Head with the song Only Lands for the Slaughter from 2016's release, Minotaur Head. Now, who is in Minotaur Head? Well, for starters, Bob Backus of MCMXCIX and Soulburn is on drums. Roque Johansson is on guitars, bass, and vocals. And we all know Roque, Paganizer, Swarming. I don't even want to go into it. I mean, if you go to Metal Archives and look up him, he just had a solo album that just came out. The man just did the grotesque. He has so many projects, and not a single one of them is a pile of shit. It's incredible. He is like the Peter Tacker and Dan Sueno of the 2000s. I'm telling you, the man is phenomenal. Everything he touches turns to fucking gold. But they also have some lead guitar guest spots that include Bjorn Larson, who is currently in God Macabre, the new reformed God Macabre, Mord Brand, which is another awesome band. I know I've played them before on an earlier episode, but they are definitely worth the price of admission. You got to check them out as well. Ronnie Bjornstrom, who is in quite a few bands with Roque, which would include Those Who Bring the Torture, Bone Gnawer, Rib Spreader, Embracing. He also played with Aeon, which is kind of a deicide-ish type death metal band. And then Eric Daniels, who was in MCMXCIX and Soulburn. They all made some lead guitar guest spots on that album that you heard right there. But it's more of a death doom album from Sweden and the Netherlands, because Roque is from Sweden, and I believe Bob is from Netherlands, or vice versa. I believe that's the way it is. But anyway, if I'm wrong, guys, if we ever meet, you can kick me in the face. Sound good? Anyway, they've got a Facebook page. Give them some love. Hit the like button. Share this. I mean, they've been putting it all over the Facebook. Anyway, I've seen Roque and Bob both post about Minotaur Head, which is why I went out and got it. But it doesn't hurt to share it even that much more. So please share it. Minotaur Head, a who's who of the death metal of today. It's awesome stuff. Check them out. Up next is a band called Chaos. That is Khaoz. They're death metal from the Netherlands. I actually heard of this band through some of the guys that are in the band Bloodfamy, who will be played here in a few minutes as well, through some of the members. And I got their CDs along with they have there's some guys that have a thrash band called Grindpad. There's some of them are in a band called Judgment Day. It's just kind of a collective mix match hodgepodge of all sorts of different stuff. But Chaos has like 2 albums and an EP. This is the first EP. This is really, really getting hard to find. Twist the Knife a little deeper, little EP. And then this is the Salvation Through Bloodshed. And then this is the most recent release, 2014's I, Creator of Damnation, which is the song I'm gonna play a song from that album. It's called Blindfolded and Forsaken. Humanity Welcomes the Whore. That's a mouthful. So anyway, check that out. This is from the 2014 album I, Creator of Damnation. Here's Chaos from the Netherlands. Check them out. So that was Chaos with Blindfolded and Forsaken, Humanity Welcomes the Horror, from 2014's release, I, Creator of Damnation. Death metal from the Netherlands, really awesome stuff. More in the vein of just kind of brutal, great, just crunchy guitar, awesome riffing, just really good band. Features Edwin Niederkuhn, if I say it right, from Pleurisy and Blasphemy on drums. Michael Elder Leafstein, if I can say it right, who played on Bastard Saints, the Sinister album, Bastard Saints, as well as he plays in Blasphemy, and he played with Howitzer, if you guys remember that. I think that was a kind of a twist spin-off from Sinister. He's a guitarist on the Chaos album. And then Johan Westjicht, I can't even pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try, who was in Blasphemy. He played in Desultory during the demo years, in Pleurisy on vocals. And they recently have acquired one of my Facebook buddies, Olav Buss, on vocals. So he's taken over as on the vocal spot. But he is also kind of I think a band manager, tour manager type thing, or a promotional person for a lot of the guys in the Blasphemy camp and all that. So he's kind of been around with them anyway. So check out their Facebook page. Hit the like button. Send them a message saying, I saw you on John's Metal Inquisition show. I love you. Share, buy, do it all. Great stuff. Chaos, death metal from the Netherlands. Up next is a band called Gravecrusher. Only one album from Hungary. Great death metal album. This is a song called Morbid Black Oath from the 2014 EP Morbid Black Oath. Here is Gravecrusher. Check this shit out.
You died before you realize
So that was Grave Crusher with the title track Morbid Black Oath from the 2014 EP Morbid Black Oath on Extreme Music, Dave Rotten's label. So again, really great stuff. Got that crunch to it, kind of old school death metal feel. Even the artwork is kind of old school, kind of DIY type stuff, but just really, really good stuff. Again, fairly new. Up next is a thrash band. So I lied, there's one more thrash band. These guys are from India. Well, let me tell you really quick a little story. I got contacted by the guy, I think his name is Aku Filth. He runs the web zine called Planet Caravan, and he hit me up and asked me if I'd do some little 10, 15-minute videos for that web zine to kind of help expose some people that watch that or check out that web zine from India and help them get exposed to some metal, because it's harder to get a hold of that stuff there. And so I did one video, kind of showed them, showcased my collection. I got some friend requests, and among those friend requests from some people in India was a couple guys from the band Dreadhammer. Turns out they are a thrash metal unit from India. My God, kick-ass, kick-ass, kick-ass stuff. So far, all they have are 3 songs on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and check them out right now. But I'm going to feature the one track that of the 3 that I love the most. They're all really good, but this is their most recent one. This is called Violence is the Cure, and I just say it's from their 2017 demo recordings. They're working on getting an EP out here soon, but you can see them on YouTube. They're all self-released. Here is Dreadhammer with Violence is the Cure. Check this shit out. So that was Dreadhammer, thrash metal from India. Man, those guys are good. I really hope they get some exposure. Let's help do what we can to get them some exposure. So check out their Facebook page, which you're looking at right now. Hit the like button. Share these guys like crazy, because these guys don't even have an album out yet. We need to get the word out. I mean, they're huge in their country. They're a big popular band, because I've spoken with a few other people from India that have liked my and invited me to as a friend since they saw my video on the Planet Caravan thing. But it's all of them have said, Dreadhammer, that's one band that they really enjoy. Really great stuff. And so please help share these guys. They definitely deserve it. Really great stuff. I love it. I love it, and I hope you guys did too. Dreadhammer from India. Kick-ass killer stuff. Check them out. So up next, like I said, Bloodfamy. They've got 2 albums so far. They have an EP, and I might actually have featured the EP, a song from the EP on an earlier episode. This is Blood Will Tell, 5-song EP on Sleazy Rider Records. But they just released a new album this year called Bloodline, and I believe that's also on Sleazy Rider Records. And this song is called Blood Will Tell, which is I don't think there's no track called Blood Will Tell on the EP, but that's the name of the EP. It's the name of the song on here, Blood Will Tell, from the 2017 album Bloodline. Here is Bloodfamy from the Netherlands. Check this shit out.
Souls
So that was Bloodphemy with Blood Will Tell from the 2017 album Bloodline. It features, as I mentioned with Chaos, Edwin Niederkern from Pleurisy on drums, and just a great band. Edwin's a great guy. He is really a nice guy to talk to on Facebook. Not necessarily encouraging everybody to go out and send him a message and everything, but I will tell you that I've had a lot of conversations with him, and he is really about doing what he can to interact with the fans. So check out their Facebook page. Please hit the like button again. Please share these guys. Get their name out there so they don't always have to be on a label called Sleazy Rider Records. Let's get them on. Let's get them on Nuclear Blast. Let's get them on Central Media. Let's get them on a bigger label. Get them a little bit more money. Get them the ability to come out and tour and get a little bit more exposure because they deserve it. They're really great, a bunch of guys. Pleurisy was a fucking awesome band as well. If you've never heard Pleurisy, go back and check them out and understand they're still alive in this band now. We need to help get them moving. So Bloodphemy, great death metal from the Netherlands. Brand new album 2017's Bloodline. Check it out. Up next is another band that is a one-man project of Raga Johansson. And that band is called Severed Limbs. Awesome title. So this is the first full-length album. It's called In Each Scenario You Die, with a neat little cover. And then the newest one is called Collector of Limbs, which again, neat little cover, on Severed Records. And then there's a four-way split that they were on with Cropsy Maniac. I can't even read some of these. Burial Ground. And there is another one, Grave Wax, I think is the other band. Burial Ground, I kind of like that. There's a movie, an old horror movie called Burial Ground, and that's the cover. That's kind of cool. But again, Severed Limbs is an awesome band. And the song I'm going to play you today is from the 2016 album, Collector of Limbs. This song is called Removal of the Flesh. I think you know what we got going on here. But be ready to have your fucking skull crushed, because here it comes. Removal of the Flesh from 2016's Collector of Limbs. Here is Severed Limbs from Sweden. Check them out.
Used to get our tools of pain.
I don't know what it is. I mean, Raga, there's something in the water in Sweden, I swear to God. And Raga's probably overdosed on that water, because the man puts out a project and a band after project after band after project after band, and anything he touches is fucking gold. Just awesome stuff. Severed Limbs is just another example. That was the newest album. You heard the song Removal of the Flesh from last year's album Collector of Limbs on Severed Records. Still active, along with every other band that he's doing is still active. But you definitely need to check them out. If they have a Facebook page for this label, I didn't actually go on to check because he has so many bands. But I say, if he has a Facebook page, you're looking at Severed Limbs Facebook page right now, go ahead and hit that like button. Send him a message. Tell Raga John says hi, and you saw his band Severed Limbs on Metal Inquisition, and share the hell out of it. Go to Metal Archives and look up Severed Limbs, find Raga Johansson, click on his name, and then just look at all the bands he's in. Check them all out. And I will challenge you to find a band that he's in or he has that sucks. I'll challenge you. I assure you, you won't find one that sucks. You just won't do it. Severed Limbs, great death metal from Sweden. Up next is a band called Morbidity. Now they're from Bangladesh. Another band that comes from a country that I don't think that I may have one band I think that I have in my collection, and I can't even think of the name of the band at this point in time, from Bangladesh. But my God, again, Swedish fucking crushing death metal. Let's just hear the song, and we'll talk about it a little bit when we come back. But this is Morbidity with the song Morbidity from the 2014 album Revealed from Ashes on Memento Mori Records. Check this out. So that's just proof that you don't have to come from Sweden to have that fucking Swedish crunch. That was Morbidity from Bangladesh with the song Morbidity from the 2014 release Revealed from Ashes. Just really, really, really cool stuff. So please go onto Facebook, find their Facebook page that you're looking at right now, if there is one. If not, you're looking at me looking stupid. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and send the guys a message. Say, I saw you on Metal Inquisition. I feel like deja vu. I keep saying the same thing over and over, but who gives a fuck? Anyway, the band was Morbidity from death metal from Bangladesh. Really good stuff again. Up next, yet another killer band from a 2016 release. This band's called Demon Breed. Again, just killer stuff. It is a death metal band from Germany. And this actually, from what I'm reading, I'm taking this to mean if anybody knows the band Lay Down Rotten, which was kind of a Swedish sounding death metal band from Germany, they broke up. Most of the band members from Lay Down Rotten are in Demon Breed. So it's kind of like Lay Down Rotten broke up and kind of formed from the ashes into Demon Breed. So here is the song Vultures in the Blood Red Sky from the 2016 album Where Gods Come to Die on Testimony Records by Demon Breed from Germany. Check them out. So that was Demon Breed from Germany with the song Vultures in the Blood Red Sky from 2016's release, Where Gods Come to Die. Like I said, it's got a majority of the band are from Lay Down Rotten, which they broke up, But that's another band that if you've never checked them out, you really need to. Another kick-ass killer death metal band with that Swedish Sunlight Studio sound, but really, really good stuff. Check out their Facebook page if you're looking at it right now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, send them a message, blah, 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 blah. Do it, do it, do it. And that was Demon Breed, Germany. Awesome stuff. Up next is a band called Bone Gnawer. How should we know that band? Well, let me give you a hint. It's got members from Sweden and Florida. The singer, I would say, is probably responsible for the first death metal vocals ever recorded, the death metal growl ever recorded on any recording of death metal ever. I would call him probably the godfather of death metal, above Chuck Skoldeiner. Yeah, that's how brave and bold I'm going to be. He has done a lot of different cool stuff, and he's a hell of a cool guy. The name of the band is Bone Gnawer. I'm talking about Cam motherfucking Lee from Mantis. That is not Mantis from Venom, his solo project. Mantis, the early version of Death. Early on Death, Massacre, Bone Gnawer. I think he was in the Grotesquerie. Let's see, Denial Fiend. There's more, but I don't have 15 pages of stuff to write all these names of bands that he's been in. He is a god. He is a legend and deserves nothing but credit for a lot of stuff and doesn't get it. And Cam, if you're watching, I respect you, bro. You're an awesome guy. Anyway, this is their first album called Feast of Flesh on Pulverized Records. And then the most recent one they put out was called Cannibal Cremation from 2015. And this is the one I'm going to play you a track from. This song is called Chainsaw Carnage from 2015's Cannibal Crematorium. Here is Bone Gnawer. Check this out. So that was Cam Lee and Company with the band Bone Gnawer with the song Chainsaw Carnage from 2015's album Cannibal Crematorium. Great, great stuff. Great, good old-fashioned death metal done only the way Cam Lee can do it. It also features Morgan Lai, who is from Oberon, and Nagelfar on drums, and Ronnie Bjornstrom, Those Who Bring the Torture, Minotaur Head, Aeon Ripspreader on guitar, and then before this album's recorded, actually he wasn't on this album, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This album featured Mr., you guessed it, Roque Johansson. So again, the guy's all over the place. But this Bone Gnawer is a great album. Cam is a great guy. He gets the shaft a lot. I really think that he deserves a lot more credit for his role in the whole death metal thing. From the get-go, from the beginning, he doesn't get it. Cam, you got it from the fans. From the true fans, you got it. You got it from me, buddy. Maybe that doesn't mean shit, but for me, you are the godfather of death metal vocals, my friend. Cheers. But that is Bone Gnawer, death metal from Sweden and Florida. Check them out. Please check them out. So up next is a band called Tomb Mold. Love the title. Love the name. They could fart in the microphone for 45 minutes, and I would still like it because the name of the band is Tomb Mold. It's cool as hell. Artwork, is just really bizarre. The logo is almost unreadable. Just really kind of, almost kind of really DIY on a label called Blood Harvest. The only album they've done so far from Canada. And this is a 2017 release, another new album. And the song that we're going to listen to is called Clockwise Metamorphosis. It's from the 2017 album Primordial Malignity. Here is Tomb Mold. Check them out.
Let's go.
that was Tomb Mold with the song Clockwise Metamorphosis from this year's release, Primordial Malignity. Again, really great stuff on Blood Harvest Records, death metal from Canada. Kind of has a little bit of that crunch, but it's also really kind of raw, I felt. And just old school death metal, just done well. But I really dug that song, and I thought you would too. Check out their Facebook page. If they have one, you're looking at it right now. Like, share, send them a message. You know the rule, you know the routine. So please, please, please check out Tomb Mold if you get the opportunity. Last song of the day. It's a band called Crypticus. I am still waiting on their EP, but they have 2 full-length albums. This first one is called Dedicated to the Impure. And that's on Razorback Records, which is you old school death metalers remember that label. They still release a lot of great stuff. And this is the new album called The Barons, which is also on Razorback Records. This is a monster. And this is, actually this isn't brand new, it's 2013. But it is death metal from Colorado, the United States. 1 state over from me. Same state as my wonderful friends in the band Bloodstrike, Holly Weddell, and oh my God, now I won't be able to remember her name. God dang it. Holly Weddell and Company. Holly was also in a band called Nexium. She was also in a band called Torrid Flesh. They'd also featured the drummer from Satan's Host. Colorado got it going on as well with a lot of great stuff, but this band got something kind of interesting as well. There is a guy named Brynjar Helgeton, who is the drummer, and he is also in, let me start the list for you, God's Forsaken, which is the new project from Anders Biazzi and Company, which he is in Just Before Dawn with Anders Biazzi, and David Ingram from Benediction, Bolt Thrower, and way numerous bands that he does as well. He played drums on Johansson Speckman projects, Cam Lee's solo album, Mega Scavenger, Those Who Bring the Torture, The Grotesquerie, Putrivore, Down Among the Dead Men, drums on all that. And in most of those cases, he played along with Raga Johansson. So again, the man does everything. But anyway, I thought that was just really kind of cool that they're listed as a band from Colorado, but they got this guy doing the drums on this album. And this is amazing. The production is awesome on this album. The song that you're going to hear is killer. The whole album is really good. This is Grand Guignol I don't know if I can pronounce it right. Grand Guignol Cabaret from the 2013 album The Barons. Check out Crypticus. Here we go. So that was Crypticus with the song Grand Guignol Cabaret. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but hey, I don't give a fuck. The main thing is you heard the song, you know what album it is, you know what band it is. If I didn't pronounce the name exactly correct, you at least know how to find it on the CD. That's the important thing. From the 2013 album, The Barons. If they have a Facebook page, you're looking at it right now. Please check it out. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please, please, please let the band know that you heard them on the Metal Inquisition, so they know they're getting some support. But please, please check them out, because again, really, really great stuff. That's all I got. Hopefully, I tried to shorten up the intros between the songs and everything. We'll see how it goes. I just got really crazy, and I wanted to get as much of the newer stuff that I could on here. So again, this one may be a little longer, but at the end of the day, it's been almost 2 months. No, maybe not that. Maybe a month and a half. I don't know, maybe 2 months since I've done one. So I figured, fuck it. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it. Some people watch the show and watch the video along with it. Some people just watch it and listen to it. The purpose of this show is to be kind of like a radio program where you listen to it. When you listen to the radio, you listen to the radio while you're doing other things. Do that. I just want you to listen to the music. I don't give a shit if you look at me, watch me, even really listen to what I have to say. I just try and provide you some tidbits of information. The main thing and the big piece of this whole puzzle is the music. That's the most important thing. Hearing these things, hearing these bands, checking them out, getting you know, made aware of some new bands that just really have something to offer that may not get any further if we don't get out there and start, you know, spreading the word. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will try desperately to get another one out here a little sooner than 2 months from now. Can't promise anything. Got a special program coming up very soon on the Metal Inquisition. Not saying much more about it. Hopefully I'm going to have some really cool things to blow your fucking mind, but fingers crossed. So anyway, until next time, as you know, and as I always say, stay fucking metal.